Steven Coreno, KLR Sports, right here with Jessie Bam Rodriguez. Man, the last time I seen you, you didn't have the Mike Tyson stuff going on, man, on your face, brother. What inspired that?
I mean, I don't know. I just like tattoos, so fuck it.
You want to get like sideburn tattoos? Was that like a?
I wanted a sideburn tattoo. I just didn't know of what. So then I asked one of my tattoo artists what he had, and I seen this, so I liked it, and I was like, all right, I'll get that. And then on this side, it's an M for my daughter. But yeah, her name's Mila, so M for Mila.
What is the sword? You just liked it, or just?
Liked it. Oh. It was cool. It was a cool traditional tattoo that my homie had drew up, so I was like, all right, I want that.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Man, I'm sure no one's talked to you about the Chocolatito sparring, so we'll get into that. But no, but just how did that come about? Like, what did you like tell Robert? Hey, you know, I want to get some good sparring. Like, let's see if we get Chocolatito. Did Robert kind of reach out himself? Just how did it come about?
To be honest, I don't even know. I was in the gym one day, and Robert, he told me that Chocolatito was gonna come next week. So I was like, all right. I wasn't too sure if it was gonna happen like 100%, but you know, when that day came, he was already there, and I was like, all right, let's go. It was badass though. It's a privilege to share the ring with him. So those 8 rounds were very, very helpful.
What did you learn about Chocolatito? What did you learn about yourself in that sparring?
I learned that his inside game is very, very good. There's points in the sparring where, you know, I was trying to hit him on the inside, but he was either already blocking it or out the way. So, you know, I picked that up. I picked up little things from that. But as far as myself, I didn't learn much. You know, I just went in there like any other sparring and took it how it came.
Yeah, Virgil, everyone I've heard talk about it, obviously there's no video of it, but everyone I've heard talk about it just been like, it's the best sparring, you know, there is. I feel like the legend of the sparring is kind of growing since then, but it seems like it was really that. It really was that type of good work.
Yeah, it was pay-per-view worthy for sure. I feel like if it was recorded, we could sell it for like $60 and people would buy it. So, I mean, it was that good of a sparring, and like I said, I'm very grateful for those 8 rounds that we shared.
I know obviously you're facing Gallo.Estrada next. You know, he's faced Chocolatito a couple times. Was there anything that Chocolatito told you specifically about Gallo that, you know, maybe he does, that things to look out for, anything like that? Any words of wisdom?
Nah, no. We didn't really talk much. We just said thank you to each other for the sparring, and that was about it.
So, like, is that just a one-time thing, or is it going to happen more, or, you know?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't heard anything about a second sparring session, so as of right now, it's just a one-time thing.
You know, you're kind of taking out that whole generation's, like, you know, kind of like elite, right? Like Sarang Vasai, Quadros, obviously Gallo's next. I heard Robert say something about he wanted to get you in the sparring because he kind of thought that fight itself wouldn't happen. Is that kind of the sense that you got as well from being that he came in to spar and obviously you're right there, you know, he's like the only name left?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I've been asked about that fight many times. And I've said many times it's a very hard fight to make. We're both taking promotions. Mr. Honda's, you know, he don't really like fighting his fighters against each other. So, I mean, as far as us fighting each other, I really don't know. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Obviously, you got the Gallo fight next, man. It's a great fight. Like, for people who know, it's a great fight. When did you start watching Gallo and maybe even start thinking like, all right, like this is the guy I'm gonna have to see one day?
Man, the first time I saw Gallo fight, I was probably like 13, 14. I don't remember who he fought exactly, but you know, I've been keeping up with boxing since then. So I've been watching him since then. And as far as fighting him myself, once he started mentioning my name when I beat Quadros and Rungvisai, he was kind of discrediting my wins against him. So that's when I, you know, I knew down the line we would meet up, and here we are. It
sounds like you definitely remember that. It's almost kind of like you locked it in, kind of as a, like, I'm going to make you pay for those words kind of a thing. Is that kind of what that is?
I mean, he can say what he wants, to be honest. It don't really bother me, but, you know, just for him to discredit me, I don't really appreciate it. So come June 29th, I'm going to, you know, show him that I'm the real deal, the truth.
Man, you're, like I said, you're on a run, right? Obviously the KO of Sonny Edwards. I feel like the ascension is like you're with the victory over Gallo, you're kind of clearly like, look, I'm the next generation of these flyweights.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm aiming for. People already mentioned me with the big names. I'm you know, fighting another big name. So for me to get a win over Estrada would probably put me the face of the lower weight divisions.
100%, brother. I agree. Man, it's been a pleasure kind of seeing your progression, brother, and seeing to where you were to where you are now. It's been awesome. Are we going to see more of that kind of that Loma footwork, that you emulate a lot?
I mean, we'll see. Once I get in that ring, I don't know, something just takes over me, and I start doing things that I don't even try to do. It just comes more natural. So I believe June 29th, I'll be even better than any of my previous fights. So tune in, don't miss it.
I feel like this fight is guaranteed fireworks. Do you see this going to decision? I feel like this is almost like it's going to be a KO one way or the other.
I mean, I'm not factoring that out. I'm training hard for 12 rounds, but if it's shorter than that, then hey, you don't get paid overtime in boxing. So
there it is.
Yeah.
Take that full check early. Jesse, appreciate you, brother. Thanks, man. Best of luck. Thank you.